Cosmoteer. Today we're going to be doing is another Pimp My Ship. This is going to be a pretty exciting one, I think, because we're going to have, let's come over here, pretty sure we're on Pimp My Ship number 5, I believe. January. This is not January. I don't know when we're on. We're in June already. It is June. We're going to do new roller. This is going to be number 5, I believe. Number 5. Pimp My Ship. And if I'm wrong, anybody feel free to correct me. Okay, number 5. So, this ship is built by Butter. Now, it's got a lot of things on it. But the very first thing that I want to test on this, because of the way that it's ship designed, and this is not a fair use case scenario for it, but the thing that I want to test here first, I'm going to test against this ship that costs a lot less crew. But what we're testing here is we're testing to see exactly where are the weak points on this particular ship. You see they have nukes on the side, it has tractor beams, it's got lasers, it's got disruptors, but I'm pretty sure that just looking at it, how close these reactors right here, if this reactor goes boom, which it does, it rips off too much of the section and this becomes unusable. And then if it rips off either this reactor or it fires down and blows that up, then that blows up. And then this whole section right here is basically almost unusable as well. So the first things that I want to change on the ship, and hello Zon School, welcome, is I want to fix the spacing between it. So what I mean by the spacing between it is if you're looking at the ship, the very first thing you want to do, you want to test it, is I know I paused the game, hold the control key down, left click it, come over here and I self-destruct this. When you self-destruct this right here, you see how it took out this, and it took out this one crystal, and it sets this thing on fire. He has no fire extinguisher. Back here, you see this fire extinguisher, they have to run all the way over here to get that one. By then it's too late. So the reactor chain reacts and takes out each section. And so that's a bad sign. So the first thing that I want to do to this ship, I'm already going to start editing it, is we're going to take the ship and I'm going to move this over 2 spaces, just like that. I know I could have moved it over 1 space, but we're going to move it over 2. Now the next thing that we have to do here is we're going to have to make sure that rededications are made. Because I know that these dedications were set for each side of the ship. So we're going to redo this, kind of like this. And I think that's a good edits right there. Then we're going to save this. Now I know we ripped off 1 shield, but what we're looking at here is we're making a change, and this is June, Pimp My Ship number 5, we're going to do 1.1. Now the change that I just did there is I basically moved the entire reactor 1, and I know there's 1 less shield, so we're going to change that and optimize it a little bit more. There's all this empty space. But what I changed is, see, if I come over here and I self-destruct this now, actually I won't self-destruct it, I'm going to show you very likely what's going to happen. If the ship comes over here, blows that up, you see that's still kind of a weak point. If the ship blows this up right here, I didn't take out this section, and this is not on fire. Even though these are on fire, that section didn't blow up, and then this is its own section as well when it got moved over, and it still can do its own thing. So that was part of what I wanted to change there. Now what I want to do is I actually want to increase its protection for it. So, oh, did I totally not load in the ship? Haha, this is the ship right here. There we go. So with this ship like that, I made the edit, I didn't actually restart the battle. What I want to change here is I want to add armor. So I'm going to layer stack the armor just like this, right there. And then even though these look cool, these little corner pieces right here, they don't add enough protection. So if you hold the Alt key down, you look at this, you see its size, its mass, its hit points only 4,000. And its penetration resistance is only 4 meters. Where this one right here, which cost just a little bit, 200 more obviously, but more hit points. This is actually a better piece. It doesn't look as cool, but it does near the same thing and it has the same space capacity. So putting that there will add the extra protection for the shield and add a little extra protection for this as well. Now I know there's little corner pieces there as well to give it a little extra, but we want to add a little bit more protection just because this is a pain point of where they shoot. This could actually still stay as that. We're going to leave it. But this is a target, and then these become targets as well. But this is the biggest target that the AI aims at. So we definitely want to change that. Now the next thing I want to change here is I probably want to change this as well. I know I'm going all nuts on it, but change that like that, and then we're going to save this as 1.2. The main reason why I'm saving it like this is I see another weak point that has it as well, where if this ship targets down this, I didn't switch it, bear with me a moment, rip this one off, we'll put in 1.2, and this one has an easy, if you fire down here and you blow up this crystal, it kind of blows up everything. But now what we've done here is, since we added the extra protection here, you see how they're aiming down here? Now that's what I didn't want. So when I added too much extra protection here, too much protection here, you see how it didn't fire like this? We want the AI to actually fire at these reactors and then segregate them out. So what I'm actually going to do here is we'll take one more piece of armor off of this. We'll switch it back. I didn't really want to switch it back, but we will, just for this. Resave this. Test it again. I wanted to shoot at the shields. I wanted to shoot at the sides. Bonwin, welcome. You can add triangles down the center for some extra armor. I was thinking about that too, the little triangle pieces. I like that it can aim at an angle. Because the full utilization of the ship, you see how it's tractor beams? I'm not showcasing it well in the battle helper. The battle helper is just to see its weak points. See how that blows up and then that section's gone, but you see how this is still here? Now he still needs fire extinguishers in the back. See that's lacking because he only has 2 in there. And then over here you see how he blows up this section, and then he still has this middle section, which is what I want. And you see how this little extra protection protecting it? I want the AI to aim at this. I want the AI to aim at this and leaving the middle super protected. And this is probably the first time I'm going to see that it actually beats this other ship. Yeah, this ship's gonna win against this other ship. So I like the changes that we've made so far in an AI map. Obviously, if you're self-controlling the ship with the tractor beams, I'm gonna showcase this. I have to see the true power of the tractor beams in full. The other thing I noticed too is these people, the blue crew right here. Even while this full entire ship is under distress, there's always at least 6 of these blue guys doing absolutely nothing back here. When everything else is happening. So you probably could cut out some crew there as well, Butter, whenever you're watching this. So I'm liking everything that I've seen so far. The next thing that I was discussing, I know I was speaking out loud and didn't actually do it, is we need some kind of fire protection in the back. Because this fire protection is kind of useless, this right here. Because once something blows up here, this one is too far away for them on each side of the ship to do anything. So putting it back here allows people to come up to be able to put out the fires wherever they are over there. So I think that would help out just a tiny bit. So we're going to save that as well. We'll go to 1.3. I think we do have to fix some priorities and some other things as well, but we'll mess with that a little bit later. And I think now, once one of these sections does blow up, which I believe that it still will, with the amount of firepower coming from this other ship, the nukes on it really do play a huge, nice key factor. You see how this blows up, and there's this one little tiny little fire, and that is a downside, that it still lost that piece, but it's still okay. And then he lost this piece, and then he loses this piece. The middle protection is kind of lacking. I'm kind of almost liking what Zonschool's saying, is add some kind of triangle pieces down the middle. I'm considering it, I haven't thought of it enough, but as you can see, it's performing a little bit better with the sections of each section. You have that section, then you have the middle section, and then you have this other section. Where before, if you blew up one section, it took out some of the middle, which you didn't want. So just moving it slightly actually helps it out just a tiny bit. And then giving it just a tiny piece of armor also helps it out just a tiny bit as well. I'm actually thinking this door should probably move there, and we should probably change some of this as well. I gotta watch how they walk. I think this needs one more door. I want to put one more corner door right here, corner door right there. That way they can walk in and out as needed. This comes in. They can walk, so they're not walking all the way around. That should speed that up a little bit better. I'm looking to see how they walk in and out, because this needs to be a walkway. So this needs to be out, and this needs to be in. Out, in, out, in. Okay. So what we're going to change here is we were just walking to see how they were walking. This goes out, this goes in. So this should be an in, and these should be out. And then this, because they walk out and then down and then up across. I actually don't need this extra door here. Maybe I do actually need that extra door there. We're going to leave it there for right this second. We'll see how they walk. Okay, now we're going to save this. I'll save it as 1.4. We made some more changes. 1.4. Reworking the shields would also help. I think reworking the shields would be a good idea. We're doing one thing at a time. We'll get to it when we get to it. I think I'm going to like that a little bit more. Yeah, I like how they in and out this door. They go in, out, in. This goes in. I like that. I like that better. See how these guys right here sitting here? And this is what I'm talking about. I don't know what these guys in blue are doing back here. And then it would be nice to actually segregate these so that guys only stay on this side of the ship and guys stay only on this side of the ship. Each thing has to be changed just a little bit. Now, if I was controlling the ship, I want to showcase exactly what I mean. So now that I've restarted the battle, there's a ship right there. If I come over here, and you can see how the ship actually performs. We're not in May, we're in June. Hit my ship number, this one. We'll pull in number 2.4. This is how the ship actually performs. So if I face this ship, and I come over here and I say, okay, I want to fire at the reactor. Push the 1 key, and I click on the side right here. The tractor beam is going to push the ship this way, and then I push the ship even more like this. And then I leave the ship just like that, and now he has his back to you. Push the ship back this way. Select it somewhere down the middle. And you see how the ship barely taking almost any damage, really? Because it forces this other ship to have its back to me. And I'm keeping it on that, see how I'm pushing it backwards? This is how the ship truly does perform. And all I did was I just segregated it out in each section, so we gotta optimize each thing. I saw that people were walking away from this laser for whatever reason, I don't know why. But we're gonna figure that out too. So these unnamed roles, now we're gonna take a look and see how you actually fix this a little bit better. Because this ship is really, really cool and neat. Okay, so these guys are operators. Operator, and then engine room operators, I'm gonna assume. Engine operator, okay. So the blue guys are operators. So you have 6 extra operators for 4 extra operators. No, 1, 2. Yeah, you get some extra operators in here. This is there's a 1, 2, 3. And there's 5 in there, and then there's 4 over there. So in theory, what you could do here, take out the duplicates, come over here, and we could change this one to a red shirts. These guys are gonna walk up, so we have 3 extra guys for operators. 3. If this was also red shirts, we could technically, there's 3 back here. So there's 6. How many guys are we gonna be lacking? 6, 3, so put a 2 in. Change to red. I can stay blue. I don't like how we don't have. What's the one extra side roll that we can give them? I don't know. We delete this out, add it as a 2-1, 6-3, so you need 2 2-1s. We'll live with it for right this second. Now one side of the ship's like this. Repair that. I would really like to change this armor up a little bit more. The shields need to be... Thinking about it. He's got nukes here. He's got I don't really like the hatch right here. This doesn't really add much. And then he has no back armor at all. But that's not the point of the ship. The point of the ship, as you saw right there, is we can reverse this one. Let's go ahead and take this one off. Let's put in another ship. Where's another ship we can test against this? Something that's closer to its cost. I've never actually tested it this way. Let's find out. June. Alright. Near the same cost. Definitely not going to work in an AI battle. So we're actually going to take this ship off. We're going to pull in this other ship. It didn't save because I'm silly. This is a red shirt. I don't want to double one red shirt on that side. Resave this. 1.5. Delete this one off. And we'll bring in 1.5. That's better. Okay. So, well, you're going to do this. We're going to hit the 1 key. We're going to force the ship to rotate. Or try to. Is it going to push it? Can I push it? Push it. It's too heavy to rotate this one. Yeah. I don't know how to do tractor beams well enough, I'm guessing. Let's bring in one of these, restart the battle, go again. Delete this one. Bring in another ship. Let's try this again. Come on, push it. I think it has too much thrust. I'm not able to push him. Interesting. Two tractor beams, and I don't think I have enough thrust on this ship to outthrust this ship. So you saw I wasn't able to push it, at least pushing on these corners. Maybe if I tried to push in the back corner. I don't know enough about tractor beams, so if anybody joins and is watching, explain a bit more about tractor beams, maybe I can do better on that sense. But I think this part in the middle doesn't have enough armor, and then the sides also, like, it's very reliant on its shields. So if it's facing another ship, obviously this ship has a ton of disruptors, and then it has deck cannons as well. It's not a fair representation against this ship. It's definitely, this one needs a little bit more protection. And honestly, I was actually thinking of pulling this whole section right here and moving it outwards, giving it more space so you can add a little bit more armor down the middle, you can add a little bit more armor on the sides. So here, let's run with that idea. What I was thinking is taking this, duplicate it, cutting it, and we go out. Make it just a little bit bigger. And now what happens here, now that we did that, is move that selection tool. And then layer stack these just a little bit better. A little bit more something here. And then this, I know it's huge and open right this second. And then what I want to do actually is, can I do this? That's too much. It's not enough. They need to be back like this to protect that much. Okay, that's not going to do the way I want. And then if we could add that corridor there. Too many extra doors. This should be an in, and there should be a door here. In, out, down, down. To fix this. This is kind of funny looking. There should be ups. There should be downs. Down and away, away. This should be like that. Okay, that's up, that's down. This doesn't have a door for whatever reason. This also needs a door. And door. And then rededicate this power as needed. Check the people priorities. Leave it empty as it was before. I just want to see what this will do. 2.5, 2.6. Okay, we're going to switch this back to the other one. It's not a fair AI battle for that. But this ship should not be able to win at all in an AI battle at all. That's our goal right this second. Did I not pull 1.6 in? June, pick my ship. 1.6. Okay. Now I know it has this big, huge open face just like that. We kind of layer stack the shields a little goofy-ish. At least the AI is shooting at this. But that's not good. Yeah, that's not good. It's a little too open. Can we fix this? Alright, with 1.7, now that we fixed the middle section with armor, let's see how this does. I already know this smaller ship can flip this smaller ship, but this smaller ship couldn't flip that bigger ship with a lot of thrust on it. It still blows up the middle. These are not enticing targets enough for it. Where this is such an easy target for it, and these shields right here are not enough to hold. Not enough to hold. We're still going with this idea of a huge amount of layer stacking of shields. We'll see how let's see what happens here. The disruptors definitely misplaced them a lot, and I don't like layer stacking the shields just like that. In fact, this should probably move up one, and that one should move up one, which would cause it to be that's what I want to do. I'm going to move this one up one and this one up one. That was better. But my idea here is I want to change this just a little bit. I want this one to go up one. And I want this to go up one. And I want this to be here. And I want this to be there. And I want this to be a piece of armor. This also a piece of armor. And save this one as 1.9. There. I think that's better. Better layer stacking. But I forgot to add dedications. Resave that ship. Redo it. Okay. A lot of shields. If it had more thrust, I bet it could turn that other ship. And it's targeting this. We got fires, so the fire extinguisher right there is doing okay. I don't know if the other fire extinguisher blew up with it. Maybe moving the shields was a bad idea? I don't know what the AI of this thing's doing. Let's look at this one more time. So this fire extinguisher right here is kind of useless. This one still does its job, but this blows up with this, which chain reacts to blow up this. So that's not good. But we'll leave it there for now. Actually, it's kind of wasted space. Let's just delete it. This one still works. These ones are kind of also feel like they're semi-wasted too. This is just for looks, so in theory you could actually put it here? No, when this blew up, that took out the whole section. That won't do what I want it to do. Test it one more time with this layer stacking shields. Otherwise, we'll go back to the other version. Those shields did that. Yeah, he's still shooting at that thing. I feel like this needs to be covered with just a tiny more piece of armor so this becomes a walkway in and up. Yeah, I'm gonna change that. So because the AI does shoot at this, I believe that this right here needs to be armor. Should be piece of armor. I want to move this one over like this, move this one over here like this. I know that that's like that. Then we're gonna change this to be... I feel like I'm ruining it. Okay, if this is up, or write it down. That goes up, come back down, go this way, down, up, like that. This goes in, that's an out. This could be an in. That doesn't make any sense. That's too much congestion. We're gonna have to fix that a little bit. Still thinking about it. Needs armor between reactor and nukes. Yeah. Because when this blows up, this chain reacts and blows up this too. Which we could technically rip these guys out because we added those other guys in. So if we were to do something like this. 2.0. I like Don Wayne's suggestion there. Don Wayne. Is it Don Wayne or Don Juan? Either way, I feel like I'm saying it wrong. Alright. Armor, armor. Hope I didn't mess that up too much. It goes down. Yeah, I don't like that. That just messed that up. Yeah, didn't like that. We'll go back a version. I don't like what I did there. Go back to 1.9. Okay, so this goes up, down. Keep that like that. Put a layer stack of armor right here. Duani Wayne? I'm gonna need to hear you say it once. I'm probably totally messed it up. Even with this layer stack of armor just like that, I don't think it does what I'm expecting it to do. Do a Dwayne Wayne. Dwayne Wayne. Okay, maybe I got it right this time. Maybe I got it wrong. Who knows? Dwayne Wayne. I like that better. It didn't take out the nuke, so this layer of armor protected against that. The nuke's still there. I'm watching to see when this blows up to take out this nuke as well. Okay, so the nuke's still there. I can probably take off that one tiny armor on the end too. So both nukes are still there, which is a good thing. So the tiny thing that we changed, I know I didn't save it. This and this is needed. And then I know we took off 2 of the 2 crew people. We got 2 crew here, we got 2 crew here. Technically, if we wanted the 2 crew back in there, we could just come over here and do this. It looks so funny, but save this as 2.0. Come back and we'll do 2.0 again. Dwayne Wayne. That blows up, nuke still there. Catches fire. Fire extinguishers right here. Go in, they can put the fire extinguisher to blow that out. I don't like how the heavy laser takes so long to get power to it. That nuke's still there for this one, so that's still good. Even though everything else blew up, the nuke's still there. So that's good that there's a layer stack of armor there. This ship can definitely wipe out this ship in a 1-to-1 if I'm controlling it. So if I come over here, hit the delete key, get rid of that one. Now I'll go over here and I'll self-control this ship now. So if I come over here and decide to do that, hit the 1 key, flip this ship, push this ship just like this, and push this ship just like that. Then hold them here just like that. And then boom. Oh, I don't know why it went to 2x2 speed. And the only thing we lost was just this one section there. We lost 1 shield. 1 shield. Alright. What I really want to see is, can I blow up this other ship? This one! Okay, let's try that again. Delete this one out. Put in another ship. Hit the 1 key. Let's try to push there. Push him, push him, push him, push him, push him. Is it working? Not working. Push it. Maybe somebody else knows tractor beams better than I do. I don't know tractor beams. Maybe it rocked back and forth. It still blew up this whole section right there, so that's kind of neat. It definitely did better than I was expecting. So we took out both cannons at least. My laser's not firing. Who knows? Probably could still do better if I controlled it better. Let's try this again. It may actually still win. Hold on. Delete this one. Self-control it again. Maybe you can pull the section. Okay. Hold on. I don't know how to do the pull on this thing. We're going to have to do some pausing on it because I don't know how to make this all work. So this is a push. Pull? Pull. Okay. Okay. Pull it. What if I were to pull this? Pulling, pulling, pulling. I'm not thinking I'm liking the pulling. It pulled the other ship closer to you. And then this guy pulled this one that way. And I'm not good enough with tractor beams to know how this all works. Yeah, that's not gonna work. I don't think this other ship's heavy enough. Because it's a much smaller ship, right? Delete this one out. Try this again. Okay, select this one, come over here. I'm going to do something differently. So first I'm going to destroy its engine room. And then we're going to put the tractor beams, and we're going to come over here. I know we're doing a pause tactic, but we're just trying to see if it's even possible with pausing. So this one I'm aiming at the actual engine room. I'm going to be pushing. Trying to push it. Okay, push this guy. Push this side then. Yeah, this other ship has too many engines on both of them. So, do I have the ability to... Let me try one other thing. Delete this one. Bring this guy in here. Okay, we're going to rotate this guy like this. We're going to try to blow up this like this. I'm going to switch the tractor beam. I'm just trying to do the tractor beams on this thing. So we push on this side, and this side comes over here like this. And then I want to push him over here. Push him away. And then I want to take out that one. Nope, nope. Cancel this one. Push there. Other tractor beams, push on this side like this. Push like this. I go back. That's the back button, okay. So we're aiming at this engine room. The tractor beams are trying to push there. The ion beam's not firing. What I want to do is I just want to say fire all the time. Fire at will. Auto fire. That's not targeting where I want it to target. I think it has to change just a little bit. So obviously you would macro these, so you hold all these, we would turn all these on, and we would aim this little ion beam right here. You would target down the middle. Silly thing. Okay, pause the game. Target that down the middle, and then this right here and this shift. And you change all these to auto fire, like that. I guess it's never actually getting in range. One to push and one to pull. I don't know if you have mentioned it already, but I think a large shield on the front would be more effective for layer stacking. ALXHN, I'm gonna agree with you on that one. I think that's a better idea. Let's see if we can add a larger shield to this. So he's saying, come over here, and then push all this out and then move that guy's out of the way. And then come over here and add some heavy lasers right like this. And then that's like this. I'm liking that. And then this is up. That's down. Up, down, up, down. And then it goes like this. That might work a little bit better. Or more larger shields like this. There are no doors to this. Save the ship design. June 2.1. Liking the suggestion. Let's see how this goes. $2.21. What are the priorities for those guys? Six and six, okay. It's the same. I don't think there's enough red guys up front. You have these guys, red guys back here, those guys red back there. But now we just have these. And I'm liking this push and pull idea. But that's definitely gonna have to be paused. Like, there's no way I can do it without pausing. And those larger shields, once they go down. Let's test against the other one. Does it still actually effectively work against this other ship? Does it work against this one? I don't know if these larger shields are gonna... I mean, the larger shields there handles this one. They get the smaller shield here. I don't have another smaller shield here. It aims toward this laser, which is fine. And it aims toward this larger shield. And now it's aiming at the reactor. Thinking that this should be a door so that they can walk in the back. Let's make that tiny change. So this right here, I'm thinking this should be a corridor. That fire extinguisher is useless. That should be a door there. These don't need to be attached that way. They go in. This goes in and out that way. And then if you still do want a fire extinguisher, you absolutely can put a fire extinguisher here. But I think this is kind of useless to put that one there because it just goes boom. And now what this will do is a little bit better. Let's save this one. June. There's a lot going on in this ship. 2.2. I really like this push-pull idea. We're going to try it. The other ship once we get to it. 2.2. Okay, now the main reason why I changed this little thing right here and added a corridor is I saw that once all these other things blew up, the shield was sitting here and it could still have been providing power with the reactor once all that blew up. So the AI takes that one out and the AI switches to this larger shield. And it's going to take out this larger shield. Then it's going to switch back to this side and I don't know what it's doing over here trying to blow this up. Takes that one out. But at least it has much longer life now, because before when you saw this other ship facing this one, it would take out this and take out a huge section. And in every single test case scenario, you lose all the nukes. So we had a little firewall for the nukes. And then you would lose the whole parts of the ship. So now it's at least segregated into 3 sections, blow up this section, blow up that section, and blow up the middle. And then with the tractor beam utilization, if you use a pause and attack type of way, let's see if we can do the push and pull thing. I'm not going to be good at this, I know it, but we're going to try it anyways. Okay, take this ship, rip the ship off. Come back over here, let's pull in 2.2. I'm going to pause the game because I'm no good at the tractor beams at all. Okay. Ship is designated. I take 1. You push here. And we're going to name you as number 2. And number 2, you are going to pull here. Let's try that. Is that working? Okay, one's pushing over here, one's pulling over here, but he still has all this reverse thrust, so it's not doing it. Yeah, this ship has too much thrust. So if you're ever trying to counteract tractor beams, if you have enough thrust in every direction, this other ship's not going to be able to push it. At least I don't know how to push it. Maybe someone else is going to watch this video and be like, no, you need to do this. And I'm like, well, please tell me how. Alright, let's do this. Let's do this. Let's push, push. Come on, push him, push him. Push it. Once I blow that up, try to target this thing. Get through. Yeah, I don't know how to get tractor beams to work. I mean, yeah, I could do the side swipe, I could change the direction, I could move him this way, I could do a side swipe, I could try to attack from behind. Yeah, we'll try one more time. Take that out. Bring in this other ship. Side swipe this way. I want to go in, side swipe this way. I'm going to take this ship, we're going to try to push it back at a further angle. We're going to take the tractor beams, we're going to push this right here. We'll see if this works. So I'm targeting that larger shield on purpose to see. Come on, move it. That's pushing over there. This other ship is too strong for it. Tractor beams are nice, but you gotta have enough thrust on your ship or enough weight to be able to push it. Because this one's not even using its full everything on it to push and pull on this, so. One pushing, one pulling, not gonna work. The design is still cool against smaller ships. Like, it totally can work against another ship that's much, much smaller. Or I'm sure it would work against one of these other ships too, like if I were to take this one. And I were to take this one out. This ship doesn't have as much. Let's see if I can take the reactor out. Push him there. Push him here. Push it. Push him there. Yeah, if you spend all your time, we're using the tractor beams to try to push it this way and that way and this way. It did eventually get him, as you can see right there. But I'm spending more time trying to target to push him than me trying to maneuver my ship and trying to move it around. Like, unless I'm doing pause here, and then re-strategically place my guy, pause and strategically place my guy. Tractor beams really are hard to play with in a no pause type of scenario, because that's what I was trying to show. Is can you do tractor beams and go back and forth between pausing and not pausing and attacking? But I think this ship, with this amount of shields I have and everything else on it, it's still pretty neat. It's a neat design. It's pretty cool. I'm probably not the best person to utilize to change it more. I would probably change this and set this to dedicated. I'd probably change this to have a little bit more, like I would change this. So if you're looking at ions and everything else, I would probably suggest doing something like this and taking these little half pieces And then adding the armor right down the middle like this. And then changing this. No, they're just silly rabbits. I'm in build mode, that's why. And then this should just go right down the middle. That one's targeting that one's targeting that one. Everybody wants that. And then I would probably take the two middle ones like this and turn them always to fire on. Like this. And then I would save the ship design. June. And I would go 2.3 like this. And it'd be something like this. Now we have at least some that are always constantly firing. And the other ones can fire too, just to increase the damage, but then we always have that hammering away. And then you use your tractor beams to control your tractor beams to decide, okay, I want this one on or this one off or whatever. And then one pushing, one pulling. Maybe these need to be separated out further apart. I don't know how tractor beams work enough. But I'm actually liking how it's tanking right now. You see right here, the middle's tanking a lot better with the armor placement and all the triangles in there. I actually want this larger reactor to support this one too as well. Yeah, I can't even get into position. Alright. Let's fix some of these dedications. So, what we do over here is we take this part right here. We're going to say this one's also going to be dedicated to that shield, and this shield. We're going to segregate the ship out so it's each one of its own size. So, actually, I'm just do this. Take that off. Delete all this. Support. There. Now what this does is it's supporting whatever this reactor is deciding to do. So it's supporting all of this. So that's their dedications. So their dedications is all of that, even though I have all these guys. And so now it's just this side of the ship. Instead of saying I want everybody from these guys as point each one, you can just put it right to the reactor and it's going to choose whatever the reactor is deciding to actually support. And then those guys are there like that. These guys are for the power for those. Yeah, I think that would work. 2.4. Can we go back and defeat the original? I know this is not a fair. I'm pretty sure the ship's gonna always win against this ship now. Or it should. Should at least win. I don't think it ever did. Did it always lose against this one? I don't know. We may have to go back a versions to actually see it always win. It can win if I self-control it. But this ship has so many shields, it layer stacks it better. You see how this one has the shield and you have armor, and then it can't even get the shield even if I tried to flank and move it to the side. The ship has a lot of thruster and maneuverability. And then this one has a lot of parts to lose and take out. One to be pushed and one movable. Okay, yeah, we haven't had anybody else comment on it for a while. But this is a hard ship for me to decide on how to make it better. Because you can see right here, this ship right here costs a lot less, has a lot less crew, in an AI battle, and a front to front. Yes, you can beat the other ship by controlling it and then flipping this other ship around. But if I were to do something this, which is a little more fair costing, and you were to take two of these ships, which is just about almost the same cost and same amount of crew, you rip this ship off, and I have two of these ships versus this one. I don't think it even stands a chance. maybe it does stand a chance. Where's the other ship? The other ship can't get it. Okay, I am wrong. Against these smaller ships, you can see it pushes it, blows the other one up. Take that away. One ship at a time. This one will come back. We can push this one like that. Push him even more. And then now that his back is facing me, push it that way. I'm learning more and more retractor beams, butter. Okay, so it works against these smaller ships, absolutely. Really interesting design. I know I didn't change it too much to make it that much better, but I think it can maybe give people ideas that have seen it. Again, I'm not super awesome when it comes to tractor beams. I'm just learning myself, and especially ion beams as well. I'm more into the tanking, up front, in your face, attack from all these different angles. So thank you all for watching. If you enjoy this content, please feel free to hit the like button. Helps me out a ton, helps to push out this content to other people. If you like, please feel free to leave me a comment down below. Tell me what you like, tell me what you don't like, especially what you don't like, so that I can improve and make better content. If you have not already, please feel free to subscribe. If you don't want to subscribe, that's okay as well. Come back once a week, once a month. Check out what content I have. Thank you all for being here. Thank you all for watching. And you all have a wonderful rest of your day.